Hello students, today we will discuss about the fundamental of computer for the class 7 level. This one the chapter 1 for the students of class 7. Okay, computer fundamental that we will discuss. So let's see what is the definition of computer. Computer is an electronic machine that help us to process data and that is fit into it. So it's the simpler definition that the computer is an electronic machine. But now as the student of class 7, if you are going to say the definition of the computer, you have to mention at least these 3 points: input, process and output. You will also mention in the definition of computer a storage unit also. So input, process and output, that is called the IPO cycle, that we have to discuss when we will say the definition of the computer. Okay, a computer take raw data as the input, process it and go the out and give the output and store it for the future use. Okay, so firstly it will take the input from the users. After that the processing device will process on the data, raw data, and finally it generate for output. But if we want for to store for the future use, then we can store it in the storage device. Okay, computer system is made up two parts. Okay, two components, first one the hardware and second one the software. So let's see what is the hardware and what is the software. Okay, so hardware refers to the all physical component of computer. All the physical component that we can feel, see, touch are the hardware, like the CPU, monitor, mouse, keyboard, motherboard, RAM, ROM. These all are the hardware. Don't confuse about that. The inside of the computer is the software. Okay, so everything that we can feel, that we can see, that we can touch are the hardware component. It's the physical component. Okay, in the hardware there are the different types of device, that is the peripheral device like the input device, output device, storage device. Okay, processing device. So firstly we will discuss about the input device, and the first input device we are going to discuss is the keyboard. You all have seen the keyboard in your life. This one the picture of the keyboard. Okay, the keyboard is a text based input device used to give the instruction to the computer by the typing. Okay, it's also known as the first input device for the computer, because when uh, we will on the computer, only the keyboard is the device that working. Okay, before the loading of the operating system. We can also do the different type of work with the keyboard, like the input letter, number and the special character, navigation the documents. Okay, and the keyboard has some also a special function key, F1 to F12. Okay, F1, F2, F3, F4 till F12, these are the function key, and the different function key has the different work. Next input device is the mouse. Mouse is also called a pointing device and helps a user to point the different portion on a computer screen. Okay, and generally mouse has two or three buttons. Generally it has the two button and one scroll wheel. Next one the joystick, that is used for playing games. Okay, it is also an input device. Next one the light pen. Light pen is the pen like device and used generally for the drawing the figures on the computer screen and for the digital signs. Okay, select any object on the screen by pointing the object. This input device is the sensitive to light. Okay, so light pen is a pen like device and generally used to do drawing on the of the figure on the computer screen. Next one the scanner. Okay, let's see what is the scanner. The scanner is an input device which scan the image from photographs, pictures, etc., and transfer them to computer directly in the form that can be saved in the storage device and can be printed also. There are different types of scanner available. First one the handheld scanner, flat bedded scanner, seat fit scanner and the drum printer. So firstly we will discuss about the barcode reader. It is also a type of scanner. Barcode reader is a handheld scanner and barcode reader is generally used in the mall for the billing. It's a reader that stick the special that's work like a special input device which can read the special lines called bar. In the image you can see that this one the bar vertical lines and this one the barcode reader. Okay, generally it's used in the shop and malls for the billing. Next one, the touch screen that we can see generally in our Android phone. Okay, touch screen allow us to operate the system or make the selection by simply touching the display screen. Okay, in the ATM machines and the different game center you can get this touch screen. Optical marks reader is used for checking the exam copy. Okay, and OMR can identify the pencil and pen marks on the special sheet called the marks uh, optical marks sheet. Okay, generally used in the competitive exam for checking the answer sheet. Next one, the MICR magnetic ink character reader. Okay, MICR MICR machine is used to read the special character printed on the documents like the blank bank check. Okay, not it will the blank check, it will the bank check. Okay, and MICR we can say it's contain the iron oxide, and it's the special type of device that's check the bank check that is it the original or not. Digital camera, it is the camera that is used to take the photographs. Its quality is very high and it stores the photograph in the digital format rather than a film. Next one, the biometric device. Biometric refers to the verification of the identity of human beings using their physical characteristics like the fingers of hands, eyes, feet, voice, and their smell. These devices are often used to mark the attendance of the employee in various organizations to allow the access of various restricted and confidential files. Okay, so biometric device is very useful in nowadays. You can also see in the office for making the attendance. In our mobile phone, fingerprint sensor and the face detector is also a type of the biometric device. So we have discussed such input device. Now we will discuss about some output device. The first we are going to discuss that is the printer. A printer is very commonly used output device that produce the hard copy of the documents stored in the computer. Printer mainly belongs to the two category, impact printer and the non-impact printer. Impact printer includes the dot matrix printer, digital printer and drum printer, where the non-impact printer includes the laser printer and inkjet printer. So if we talk about the highest type of the printer, then the very good quality and best quality printer are the laser printer, but its cost is very high. Generally when we go for the uh, photo on the photo studio, okay, then they used laser printer for the photo printing. Generally in our school office and general office we will get the inkjet printer, and railway station for the ticketing, for the printing of the railway ticket, generally dot matrix printer is used. Next, plotter is used to make the posters. Okay, a special type of poster like the flags. Okay, a plotter is a type of printer that produces the graphical output on the papers. Generally it is used to create the flags. Okay, plotter are mainly two types, flat bedded plotter and the drum plotter. Flat bedded plotter generally used to design the cars, ships, aircraft and the building. It is rectangle, flat taped table and like device, and it is used to print the high quality printing. Next one, the drum plotter is also used for the very high quality printing for the flags and for very high quality design. Okay, this one the figure of the drum plotter. Next one, the LCD projector. LCD means the liquid crystal display is used for the give the presentation display video, image, or computer data on the large screen. When we have to represent the data among a lots of people, like the thousand and hundred people, then we use the LCD projector on it will show the data on the big screen. Sound card and the speakers. Let's see what is the sound card and what is the speakers. So you already know the speaker is a device that produced sound, but the sound card is the device by which the computer is able to take the sound and produce the sound. Okay. Storage device, there are different type of storage device. Okay, storage device are used to store the information permanently, and sometime it's known as the external memory of the computer, and also known as the secondary storage device or secondary memory device. Type of the secondary storage device are: the first one, the hard disk. It is the permanent storage device, and maximum computer contain this. Okay, all the work that we do on the computer get stored on the hard disk. Next one, the CD, that is known as the compact disk, and it's store the image, video, audio, text, etc. And the size generally that we get on the market for the CD is 720 MB, means the generally we get the CD with the size of 720 MB in the market. Next one, the digital stylus DVD, and the DVD generally that we get on the market is the 4.7 GB storage capacity. Okay, CD is contain 720 MB, and the DVD is contain data 4.7 GB. Okay, and so we can say the DVD has more space than the CD. It can store more data rather than the CD. Okay, next one, the pen drive. Pen drive is a small held device that is used to plug in the USB port in the computer, and nowadays it's very popular. Okay, next one, the software. I hope that you are understanding this point. This one, the summary. Okay, so it will very easy to understand this chapter by this summary. It is only for the revision. Okay, so let's see the portion software. First is the software relates to the set of programming. The software is a set of program, and program is a set of instruction. And there are two type of software: system software and application software. System software has the three type: operating system, utility software, and the language processor. System software is such type of software that is generally not used by the user, by us. It is used by the computer system for work perfectly. Application software, then the application software is a set of programs, set of program that designed to help the user in the performing of a specific type of task. Means we can say with the help of application software we can perform a special type of task. There are two type of application software: general purpose software and application based software. So general purpose software are the database, entertaining, word processing software, spreadsheet software, and desktop publication software. MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Paint, these all are the examples of general purpose software. Okay, application based special purpose software are the software that is especially designed for the any schools, hospitals, hotels, etc. Now let's see what is the relation between the hardware and software. We can understand this by this diagram. This one, the hardware, it's the CPU, keyboard, mouse, etc. And hardware related to the system software, and operating system interface between the application software and the hardware. We can say the operating system work on the hardware, and with the help of operating system hardware work, and application software run on the operating system. Okay, so operating system interface between the application software and hardware, and the user work on the application software. Next point, for the maintaining of the computer, means how we can maintain the computer. Okay, computer components should be kept free from the dust. Okay, and instead of spraying the monitor screen with the glass cleaner, we should spray on the cotton cloths, and then we should clean the screen with that cotton cloths. Wash your hand before and after using the computer to avoid a sticky key. For safety reason, you should not use computer during the storm, during the bad uh, bad condition. Okay. Next, we will discuss about the different evolution of computer, like the Pascal line. It is developed in the China among 2000 along 2000 years ago. Okay, Pascal line that is developed in by the Blaise Pascal in the 1642. Okay, Lagrange computers, and after that 1980s computers. These are some computer that is developed. The difference engine and the analytical engine that is developed by the Charles Babbage. Okay, Charles Babbage is also known as the father of computer. Punch card that is developed by the Herman Hollerith and the James Power. Okay, it's the main input device on the assembly language. Okay, after that the ENIAC. Okay, full form of ENIAC is the electronic numerical integrator and calculator. The size of ENIAC numeric words was 10 decimal digit. It could multiply two of these numbers at the rate of 300 decimal digit per second. Now we will discuss about the advance in the 1950s computers. Okay, it was very advanced. Okay, and used in the different government sectors, industries, private sector, etc. Why we use computer? What is the characteristic of computer? So there are main 7 characteristic that is given in your book. The first one, the speed. Computer can work in with the very high speed. It can do process on the millions of instruction per second, MIPS. Okay, that's why it's called the microprocessor. In other words, we can say the computer can do million calculation, 100 millions calculations in 1 second. Accuracy means the computer always give the perfect results. It's never done mistakes. Okay, so accuracy level is very high. I think 100% accuracy. Reliability means the computer works are very reliable. We can believe on that. It is believable. Okay, reliable means that they can do their task properly and consistently. Okay, versatility means computer is capable to perform the various type of tasks, not only one or two type of tasks. We can perform different type of tasks with the help of computer, so it has the property versatility. Memory and storage. If we talk about the memory and storage, that computer can store very high amount of data in a single chip, and the memory speeds are very high on the computer. That's why it's a very useful device. Last topic, that is the diligence. Diligence means the computer never tired. Say human beings can tired after some time, but the computer can do continuous work for the hours. Beside numbers of characteristic features, computer have several limitations also. And what is the limitation? Computer can only perform the tasks that it has been programmed to do. Computer cannot do any work without the instruction from the users. It execute instruction as specified by the user and does not take its own decisions. Computers are not intelligent. They need to programmed to do their task, and they cannot learn from their experience. But nowadays our scientists are going to develop the AI computer that contains artificial intelligence, and such type of computer are able to think, they have mind, they are able to take their decisions. Okay, so in future we will get the different type of computer with different type of advantage. Okay, so this one the chapters first for the class 7. These are the some questions you can see. Okay, and you will remember these questions. What is use of MICR, what is use of the scanner. Okay, and there are some long questions also. List some characteristics of computer. Second long question are the what is the application software, give 3 examples of its type. Okay, What do you understand by the term software, what are the various features of the punch card, and the last question, explain any two input and output device. So these are the questions, important questions related to the fundamentals of computer chapter for the class 7. I hope that you will enjoy the class. Thank you very much.